Welcome everyone to the RTV studios here at Martinsville High School. I'm your host Eric Meyer, joined as always by Artesian head coach Brian Duggar here inside Martinsville football. So we get a chance every week to talk Artesian football, able to drag the coach away from his other job, which is contact tracing right now on just about a daily basis.
Unfortunately.
But he's been able to come in here, take a few minutes out of his day to talk Martinsville football with us. Coach, you guys went down to Bloomington South to your rivals on Friday night. You knew you were going to face a tough team in Bloomington South, and the Panthers came away with the victory.
Yeah, they're a really good football team, led by two really special players. And when you have two guys like that can just make play after play after play, you got to tip your hat to them every once in a while. We talked about how those guys made probably 4 or 5 plays that were big in that game, but we didn't do a good enough job of winning the other 150 some plays. And I think if we do that, we can make that a little bit closer of a game. But it's a learning opportunity. It's never fun to lose, but you got to take them and learn from them.
We've talked to you over the past year and about a half in contests, and you're always coming in and you always talk about the fact that in every game, you guys are going to have to execute, limit turnovers, and again on Friday, you can't turn the football over to teams like that.
No, not at all. And it's been a tale of kind of our season so far too. When we didn't turn the ball over against Bedford, we moved the ball and scored points. Same thing for Bloomington South. We have 5 turnovers in the first half, 0 points, 0 turnovers in the second half, 20 points. If we take care of the ball and don't turn the ball over, it's a whole different ball game. And some of that again is those two kids making special plays, but we have to limit the ones where we're making the mistakes.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the contest on Friday night at Bloomington High School South. We'll pick them up here. Cole Meyer running the camera on this down there at South, and a good play out there right away in the open field.
Yeah, Logan Poppy coming up making a big tackle. They were going to try and set up some quick hitters against our defense. I thought we did a good job of taking that away early in the game and making them kind of go over top or run the ball on us. I thought our defense played pretty well in the first half. Even so in the second, I thought we wore down on the drive they scored in the second half, but I thought they played well, barring the turnovers we had that put them in really bad spots.
Tough going at times, like you said, against Bloomington South. We're able to get some pretty good runs. You see Tyler coming up here to the line of scrimmage and got going in the second half of play.
Yep, and like I said, we made some good plays here. Here's a good play by Braxton. I don't know what he's doing there with his cutback spin move. Tyreek Hill wannabe, I guess, but just good stuff, getting out there in open field, making a play. When we were able to do what we do, like right here, step, throw on time, protect. We did a good job moving the ball. Chase comes up with a big catch there, but when we didn't, obviously it led to turnovers usually.
And you get here Bloomington South coming in on the run, and again Weston Pemberton coming up.
Yeah, Weston did a good job. We kind of had Weston Key, the quarterback, trying to take away any quarterback runs. Against New Albany, he got loose a few times, and we wanted to make sure that didn't happen. And I thought we did a really good job containing him, throughout the night.
A good catch there on the sideline for Chase Mabry, who had another nice night.
Yeah, Chase is off to a really good start. He's almost double digits in both games, and he's up there in leading the state, I believe, in receptions right now. So he's got to keep bringing it and doing his job. Bryce Norton came in on defense here. Good job stepping up. Daniel Ham Bryce has kind of been our rotator at the linebacker spot, and we got an injury that kind of forced Bryce to come in and play big minutes. Big third down conversion here, moving the sticks, keeping the drive alive. Jaden Thacker's been, Mr. Reliable in situations like that. But I thought, I thought offensively we were okay if you take out the turnovers. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but we moved the ball. It wasn't like they came out and 3 and outed us. We moved the ball. We had a chance to score points, and we just kept turning the ball over, unfortunately. Again, Tyler had a decent game, not a great game, but good enough to where if we take care of the ball, we win. I thought Riddick Bolden, he was our player of the game just because he came in and he ran hard. He's a kid on offense or on defense that's a starter and 2-year starter for us, and he came in last game when Austin got hurt and ran the ball hard and made some good plays.
See Braxton again pulling in a reception. Here comes Riddick again.
Yep. I said Riddick's not very elusive, but he runs hard and goes forward, and that's sometimes what a running back needs to do, and he's tough to bring down, and for a kid that hasn't gotten a ton of reps, I thought he stepped up and played really well for us.
Again, finding Chase Mabry down here close to the goal line. I believe, I'm not sure if this is a touchdown pass coming up. The kid said, all right, did Devin run the right route here?
No,
Okay,
not at all.
so
Devin totally busted the play, and luckily for us, everyone else kind of did the right thing. And when that happened, Devin just happened to sneak in the right spot, and Tyler kind of bought some time and made a play. But no, Devin screwed that play up.
But it ends up with a touchdown.
Nobody
anyway,
knows,
so
right? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows
now.
yet. But we did get a stop there on defense. But ultimately, what happens is being able to make things happen when things don't go right.
Yeah.
That's what happened on that play as well.
Yeah, on some of that, Tyler buying a little extra time, and Devin just kept playing football, and something good came of it.
Able to get the touchdown. A couple of them that we missed there. You had a long touchdown pass late going to Luke Cheatham, and I think Garrett Skaggs got one at the end of the contest as well.
Yep. We thought our game plan was kind of to nickel and dime them a little bit early in the game, try and draw up their safeties and their corners a little bit, and then we'd be able to go over top a few times in the second half and create some big plays, and that happened. The problem was we kind of dug ourselves a little bit of a hole to dig out of with the turnovers.
How much adjustment did you have to make at halftime? Because obviously you can prepare for Bloomington South, but you can't really prepare for them because you don't have somebody that can replicate what they have.
6'5", 240 and runs like he does. Yeah, absolutely.
You can't. So what changes or things did you have to adjust once you saw what was happening?
Honestly, we didn't make any adjustments. We stuck to our game plan. It was about just executing. And not having mental mistakes and finishing plays and not running the wrong route or dropping a ball that leads to an interception. We just played our football. We didn't have some great, hey, this is X and O's wise. We just said we're going to come out and play our football and we'll see what happens.
That's what some people don't really understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fact that it's that preparation and trying to get ready. You simulate, you practice, you go over and over, but until you get the real thing sometimes, you can't know how those kids are going to respond, and then it takes them some time to able to settle in and say, all right, let's just do what we're going to do, and you hope you don't make too many mistakes prior to that.
And that's what we did. We made too many. That was a problem.
Bloomington South comes away with a victory over the Artesians on Friday night, but a chance to get a get-back game coming up this week as Mid-State Conference play opens on Friday against the Greenwood Woodmen coming to town. Before we get to this, how have the kids responded this week in practice in preparation for Greenwood?
Oh, I thought we've had a great week. I really do. I think our kids are bought in. I think our kids have a bad taste in their mouth and are ready to go against the Woodmen. We had 2 great games against them last year, and I think they know that it's not going to be show up and we win. We're going to have to play well, and it's been a good week.
Like you mentioned, 2 big wins over Greenwood last year, so they're going to be fired up to come here on Friday night. And when you look at this contest this year, to me, it's going to be a pretty big contrast in styles. You guys want to air it out, and Greenwood's going to do what they like to do. They want to pound it on the ground.
Has that been the theme? Are we throwing it a little much?
I think that's all right, but that's okay. That's all right. I like airing it out.
We want to put the ball in the air. We feel like that's where our game, our strength is. We feel like we have a good quarterback and good receivers, and our run game is a good complement to what we do in the passing game. But they're the opposite. They're going to pound the ball. They want to run the ball 40, 50 times and 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And Coach Campbell's a really, really good coach, and they're really good at running it, and they make it tough on you.
So they're going to do it out of the veer look, kind of?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything?
It's kind of old school power eye football. It's near, far. They'll kind of go some spread. They'll do a diamond thing in the backfield with quarterback and 3 running backs. But at the end of the day, they usually still, no matter what they're in, they're going to run power. They're going to run ISO. They're going to run lead zone. And they're going to just try and get 3 yards and fall forward and extend a drive. And some of their best defense is a good offense. If they're able to keep the ball out of our hands, that's tough for us to score.
And then for them as well, offensively, the ball usually ends up in the hands of Noah Appagar. They're big-time running back. Not really big. I mean, he is pretty stocky. He's not very tall.
He's a good running back.
He's a good running back.
He runs hard. He doesn't let the first guy bring him down, which is always a trait you look for when you're looking for a running back, is not let one guy bring him down. And I think we're going to have to gang tackle and we're going to have to finish tackles because he's tough.
How tough is it to simulate like what they're going to bring? Because you start with Bedford and the fact, then you go to Bloomington South. Now you got another offense to kind of prepare for.
A team like Greenwood's really tough to prepare for because they play so physical. And what you don't want to do is, it's kind of the catch-22. All of a sudden you want to really simulate what they do and be physical at practice and pound on each other, and then you get 4 or 5 kids hurt. And then you kind of go into a game limping into it, beat up a little bit. So you got to kind of pick your poison and kind of do the best you can to prepare for their physicality without going overboard.
Looking at, I saw some of your game plan this week. A lot of detail in there about what they like to do offensively for the kids.
Yeah. I mean, there's no secret. They want to run the ball. They want to get the ball to Noah as well. And the quarterback, he's just as hard to bring down. He's not going to want to throw the ball too much, but he'll tuck it and run it. And they've got a lot of run plays set up for him. They are who they are, and they're good at it.
Ground and pound for them on the offensive side. Let's flip over to the other side of the football. What are they going to try to do to stop you guys defensively on Friday night?
Yeah, they're going to try and disrupt us up front. Again, they play physical up there. They're going to try and get after us a little bit. They do a good job with their secondary of kind of making sure we earn things. They're not a give up a big home run team. They're going to keep things in front of them, and I think they do a very good job of being a sound defense.
You guys played them twice last year. Some of the things that you thought worked well against them. Obviously, don't want to give away too much, but some things that you learned from playing them a couple of times last year.
Well, it's the same. We got to finish tackles on. I mean, the finishing tackles is huge. You can't let them fall forward. We have to gain tackle and push them back. Offensively, taking care of the ball. When we have turnovers, we have mistakes. We're just not a high-powered offense when we're doing those things. When we have the ball and we take care of it, we seem to score points. So it's no secret what we want to do. I mean, they know, we know. We're going to try and throw the ball and make plays, and they're going to try and run the ball, and we got to complete more than we don't, and we got to stop the run.
Pretty simple.
It is. It really is. It really is.
Right?
It's not an overly simple, complicated game plan this week. It's execute on offense, execute on defense.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Before we let you go, though, college football kicks off this weekend. Who are you watching college football?
Oh, I got to watch the Hoosiers.
Got to watch the Hoosiers.
It's a big game for them, big IU guy. I spent 1 year there as a student coach, so I'm always biased to the Hoosiers, grad and all that.
But they got a tough one coming up in Iowa, too,
right?
Yep,
that'd be a tough game. Be a good one for them. Good statement game right off the bat.
I think so, if they can get it going. Well, Coach, we appreciate it. We'll see you out there on Friday, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Excited to see what a Martinsville football crowd looks like on a Friday night.
Right, you haven't really
I've
had
never
that, have you?
experienced it. Never experienced it.
So get out there, show Coach Duggar what the Martinsville football crowd looks like on Friday night. Get out there, support the Artesians as they battle the Greenwood Woodmen on Friday in a big mid-state conference matchup. We lost the graphic here. That's okay. We'll keep going. It's time to go, man. They're getting us
Lights
out of here.
are turning out.
Bell's going to ring here in a few minutes. We'll get you out of here. As always, I'd like to thank the head coach for coming in. For Coach Duggar, along with the guys that produced it back there, Levi Suter, Devin Brenner, and Braxton Dilly. Also Silas McFarland there, back there flexing. For those kids, I'm Eric Meyer. We'll see you again next time inside Martinsville Football.